Hi, everybody. It is Sunday morning here in Halifax. It poured rain yesterday, but there's a bit of sunshine this morning. Here, have a look outside. Well, it's suddenly it got bright. So the leaves are starting to come out. There are flowers and bulbs blooming, and I have to get outside and do a little gardening. I just have not. My mind's not been there. I haven't really been in the right headspace to do that. And Kate and I went to visit Heather for lunch the other day. We brought her some flowers and went out for a walk outside, and it was beautiful. There was a bit of laughter here and there, a bit of connection, but it's not always like that. I mean, quite often I go, and it's just she's looking. Her eyes are downcast, and she's sort of hunched over a little bit, I guess. It seems to be what people do in her state. People with dementia seem to hunch over and sort of go into themselves. I don't know what other way to put it. Okay, I have to interject here. I went looking for videos or photos of Heather slumped over in her chair like I described. And instead I found all kinds of clips of her kind of engaged and looking happy and looking good and even smiling and laughing. So this is my thoughts getting away from myself, getting away with myself. It's not catastrophizing, but for some reason I'm sitting here at home looking at the worst stuff. It's not that bad. So I need to try to focus on the positive stuff a little more and forget about this negative stuff. Okay, let's get back to the video. So I asked ChatGPT about it, and feel free to pause this to read. And, I try to connect. I try to keep things light. I touch her and affectionate touch her hands. I touch her cheek. I stroke her hair and so on, trying to connect on that human level. I talk to her, often as if things are normal. I talk about what's going on without sort of trying to conjure up the idea that it's beautiful at home or to talk about the cottage. I feel like doing things like that would be painful for her. Maybe, probably not. I'm just projecting here, but so it's a sort of a delicate walk to talk what I'm going to talk about, because she's essentially trapped where she is. She won't come home again. I know it. There's just I don't see any benefit. It's not practical. Like, how would I get her up the stairs? And then what? I mean, I can no longer change her by myself, I think. I think it takes two people, or, it takes a facility, proper facility to do that stuff. I'm not set up for any of that anymore. And I don't imagine her enjoying it. It's questionable if she even enjoys or gets pleasure out of going outside in a wheelchair in the many walks that we do with her around the block. I assume there's some pleasure there, but to bring her home, it's not on the agenda. It doesn't make any sense in any way, shape, or form that I can think of. So, it's not always like that. There's no engagement, and that's hard. It really hits. So, and then I come home in the evenings, and during the day I can stay busy. I have some connectedness, like I have my Tuesday evening samba group, and I have friends. I have a few amazing, beautiful friends that I can reach out to at any time. And I can go out for lunch with people. I could go for dinner. I could go visiting, any number of things. But man, it's this is grief is kind of crushing in a way. It's really suppressing a lot of myself, my personality. And I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that's how it is. So while my brain tells me go out there, restart your life, and enjoy socializing and take advantage of all the beautiful things that life has to offer, It's difficult. There's a real mental hurdle here, and I don't know when or how I'll get over it, or if I even need to. Maybe I don't need to. Maybe things are okay as they are. I don't feel any great pressure or urgency to do things to change my life. It is what it is. I can tell you, I've not had a sincerely happy day in a very long time, despite sometimes faking it. My happy is not there, and my joy at life, sometimes it comes in fleeting moments or fleeting bursts, but it's really no longer there in the way that it used to be. Um, I'm not complaining, and I'm probably not depressed. I don't think so. I think it's just living with grief and caregiving and so on. So I come home, and it's in the evenings when I'm alone that my thoughts start to spiral sometimes. Sometimes I start to feel lamenting the loss of so much. And it's hard. Evenings are hard, they really are. They're really difficult. I'm not looking for company. I'm looking to restore my life to what it was with Heather. That's not going to happen. So it is what it is, as they say. I don't want to be a lonely, grumpy old man, and I'm pretty sure I won't be that. I have to process stuff, and Heather's with me. I mean, in a way, it's a strange Shadowland limbo. She's going to die in a year, 2 years, 5 years. I have no idea. I think it's going to be sooner rather than later. And then it'll be a different type of grief, a grief maybe that I can move on from. But for now, I have to hang on to some joy with her and help her and so on. It's just very confusing. A lot of you will know exactly what I'm talking about. So I had a project in mind, as you know, to go through old photo albums and look for old videos and to do a sort of retrospective of Heather's life and maybe our life together. And I've been putting this off without really knowing why, a subconscious resistance. Yesterday, I went to the basement and I hauled out a whole bunch of photo albums. I think I shared a short showing these photo albums, a stack of 6 or 8 of them. And I started going through those photos. I started snapping a few, just looking down at the album with my phone, snapping a few photos, and I'll share those. The goal was to edit a nice video together. I can't do it. I can't do it. It just churns me up inside. And I have these strange emotions that just grab a hold of me, and I'm bringing on anxiety. And I can't even bring myself to try to analyze why that's happening or to work through it. So all that to say is that project is on the back burner. However, I may, from time to time, share a snippet of video or share a photo or two when I feel like it. It just won't be in any kind of an amazing edited or coordinated fashion. So that's that. I'm going to show some clips of the last few days here and there, as I usually do. Just a little journaling, I guess, of our time with Heather. And I know you'll enjoy that. And I will close to say I got a photo from my sister Carolyn, who was visiting Heather this morning, as she does on Sunday mornings, to watch chick flicks or to go out, sit and watch people come and go out the front door. I don't know what they do, but they have a good time together. And Carolyn sent me a photo of Heather with her hair in beautiful curls and a few little butterfly clips in them. And she's got a necklace on and she's smiling. And I looked at that photo and I could pretty much tell you which care worker at Northwood did Heather did her cleanup this morning and got her dressed. And you know who you are. Thank you. I love you. You're beautiful. And to all the other care workers who take care of Heather, I feel the same way about you. Thank you. You're beautiful people, and you're part of our family. So let's look at some videos, and maybe I'll throw a few old photos of Heather in there as well with text as I get through them. And as always, if you're not subscribed to this channel, please hit the subscribe button below and press the like button. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Yana, and here we go. So, as I often do, I brushed Heather's teeth after supper, and I'm going to leave her here watching Ghostbusters, and I'm heading home. And going to try to not feel guilty tonight. Okay, we're off to Costco today. Me and my sweet daughter Kate coming to give me some dad shopping therapy. So, thank you, Kate. Holy smokes, look at all the bubbly. Amazing.
Costco.
Hi, Penny. Who's a good girl? Who's a good doggy? Oh, you're sitting too. Good girl. I just sort of go back and forth in my days, and so I stopped to help Heather with supper, and there was somebody in the elevator. I said, "Were you visiting somebody?" She said, because I didn't recognize her. She said, "No, I'm here helping. I'm working the floor today." I said, "Well, you're part of the team." And she chuckled. I said, "You guys are great." I said, We really appreciate you. You're really special people, and I love the kindness and professionalism." And she said, "Oh, wow, we don't hear that every day." And then she said, "We love what we do, and we do it because of the residents." And I just thought, well, here's somebody who actually gives a shit, somebody who cares. And that's just the nature of the people who work there. It's great. Okay, here we go.
It's time for chores and my
Here's today's lunch: is a soup with hamburger, egg salad sandwich, chopped pears, orange. Okay, Heather, you got an Irish coffee here. What do you think of that? Is it okay?
That's nice, yeah.
You
like it? I like it, yeah.
I
Very
like it.